Alrighty, I'm going to show you how to take off an oil filter cap. First you want to get a socket that is a 32 or in standard, a 1 1/4 to take it off on this 2011 GMC Terrain. And the way you get it, you got to remove the dipstick down there so you can be able to put the wrench. It is a bit of a tight squeeze to put it in there, but if you can get it, and it shouldn't be that hard. Dog it. And in this case, this thing shouldn't be too hard, but dealership mechanics will tighten these things further than they need to. Gee whiz. I didn't focus. And as you can see, I just broke it loose right now with the special socket. I'll tell you, these mechanics from the dealerships, we like to make things tight. But I do my own changes and my own work at my house, and it just makes it easier to do it, so I don't have to pay the mechanics high prices. And once you get it off as much as you can with the socket and the nut, you can take it off by hand, and it's not so hard. And this is not the metal can type of filter anymore. It's a plastic cap and a filtered and a paper filter cartridge. And you're about to see as I pull it out in a minute. Oh, there we go. We just got it out right about now. And I'm about to show you what it looks like when we pull it out. And there it is. As you can see, this paper cartridge filter on a 2011 GMC Terrain with a 4.2 liter engine. And this is what it looks like after about 3 months. Over 5,000 miles. More than likely this is what it looks like. And also with these types, there is a ring that rides right about here, and you want to make sure that that is on the cap and not on here. But so this is what the new filter looks like. This is how it's supposed to be. It's not that metal filter anymore, and it makes it a little more easier doing it from the top than from the bottom. I say if you're gonna do this kind of work, it makes it much easier. There's no oil hassle or spilling or nothing. It's easy. And it pops in just like that. And as you can see, that's the spot it slides into. Right down there. And here we go. And it slides into there just like so. As you can see, we're just going to screw it back on. And this is how you change the oil filter and plus the oil in a 2011 GMC Terrain with the 2.4 liter engine on it. And now it's the reverse process and how it goes back. The special socket, the 32mm for these newer vehicles. As you can see right there, back it up, 32mm. Now we're going to tighten it back up. You don't want to tighten it too tight, you just want to snug it up. Just like I'm doing right now. I'm just snugging up that cap. You want to make sure that that oil ring seal that's in there is not busted up. See? Snug it up right about there, and that should do it. You don't need to over crazy tighten it. You just want it snug. Now we're going to put the oil in this vehicle now, and I'll show that right now. And that right there is the hole where you put the oil in. Ready. Make sure you want to tighten that bottom nut down there. It's tightened up. It's not loose. And we put 5W30 in it. And the type that this one uses is this AC Delco Synthetic Dextrose Motor Oil 5W30 Synthetic Blend. I want to make sure all the oil gets in there. This thing takes about almost 5 quarts, but not completely. 2 quarts. Here's the third one. Fork. And we're going to check, see how much it is, because this thing takes 4, maybe 4.5 quarts. We're gonna see how much we have in it. And as you can see, looks like we have roughly about 4 quarts in it right now. It's crazy. I'm gonna check it again to make sure. And as you can see, we have just about 4 quarts in it. So we are good. Now we can start it and run it. Make sure you want to close that back up. And we are good. Of course, it's crazy that takes that much. I don't know the keys. And if you guys want to know how to reset your engine oil life, as you can see over here by your bottom control, it's got menu, an up arrow, down arrow, and clear and select. So what you're going to do is you want to press that clear and select. And are you sure you want to select? You're going to put up the up arrow to its yes position. And you're going to press that, and then there you go, back to 100%. And that's if you did not know how to use that, because this is your information on how to check that. That's your tire pressure, 30, 30, 31. Your US, saying clear, and it's nothing, so you go back to that. This is your, also for your fuel, your trip, and everything else. So we just changed the oil on this 2011 GMC Terrain. So now we are going to show you We had just put 4 quarts in it that I made sure of it. And now after that, we're gonna run it for about 15 minutes and we're gonna see if we need more or not. So stay tuned for that. We also want to make sure to get the oil nuts, we make sure nothing's leaking down there. We're all good.